is Ruiz, I'm from Myra, and today we welcome a very special guest, Tia from Berrykinn.
Hello everyone.
And we'll be talking about plants, right Tia?
Yeah, let's get into it.
There's something about plants that make everyone happy. I mean, come on, don't you think how lovely the venation on the leaves is? The beautiful color of the foliage? I mean, when you bring the plants indoor, you actually brought a piece of nature to your home. So today's video is kind of like a guide for beginner on what you should know before you're getting a plant. Firstly, you have to determine your space. For example, if you have like a corner in your home that you wish to put your plant to, you have to make sure you know the amount of light it's getting, the amount of humidity, the temperature. You have to make sure that the place that you want to put your plants in is suitable. One of the important tips that I like to tell you guys is you have to do your research. For example, you go to the plant nursery, or perhaps you shop online. You probably want to see the plant ID, which is a plant name. You go to the Google and then start researching. So from there, you can know the light intake, the watering intake. Can it be in low light? Can it be in a higher humidity space? This can actually give you some sort of like a heads up. After you're done with your plant research, it's now time for you to get a plant. Yay! We have the plant here. Once you found your desired plants, you have to check whether the overall condition of the plants is great. If there's any like rotten leaves, you also want to make sure that you check for pests. You don't want to bring an infested plant home. There are a lot of types of pests. For example, it's mealybugs, spider mites, aphids. If you happen to bring home an infested plant, don't worry, you can still have pesticide to cure your plant. What you can do next is you can gently pull out the plant from the pot to see the root system, whether it's root bound. But I like to mention that root bound doesn't mean it's not going to thrive in your home. It can be fixed by changing it to the larger pot and remove excessive roots. Nextly is to find clothes for your plants. Well, by clothes I mean pots. There are a lot of variety of selections of pots out there, be it in clay, plastic, ceramic. The most important part for plant parent that is big enough is to find a pot that has drainage hole. This to ensure that when you water the plant, the water goes straight to the drainage hole so that it won't retain too long in the pot. This can avoid any overwatering issues. When it comes to watering, you really have to do some experiment and try and error, because you see, not every plant requires the same watering intake. My favorite rule of thumb is that you stick your finger into the soil to make sure if it's dry or moist. Or you just take a bamboo stick, stick it in the soil for maybe like 10 seconds perhaps, and then take it out if the soil stick, which means the soil is still moist. So you have to probably wait until the soil is slightly dry. Moving on to fertilizer, if you want to keep your plants thriving, you might want to give a nutrient for them. There are a lot of types of fertilizers out there. It's a liquid form, BG like this. You also have to make sure that you choose the right fertilizer for your plants. If you're unsure, you may ask for help from the plant seller. Grooming and pruning is also an important part of the process. You may just trim the dying leaves so that all the nutrients can go to the healthy ones. Don't feel discouraged when you see your plants dying, because sometimes they just die. It's a circle of life, take it as a lesson and move on. Just keep on experimenting, because eventually you will get used to how to care for them. That it is, I hope you find my tips helpful. Till we meet again in the next video.